Our minds are morphing from minute to minute if we let them. If you are not paying attention, if you are on cruise control, then your mind is not under your own control. We can't be in cruise control. You can't let your mind be in cruise control. You have to be cognizant of what you're thinking. You have to be aware of how you are being influenced. Because in this day and age, right now, if you aren't careful, you can slide down the path of least resistance, the path to weakness, and the path to a lack of control as to what is happening in our lives, in your life. Life will happen to you instead of life happening for you. Do not allow that. Just do not allow that. You have to take control. You got to do something to get control of your brain, of your mind. You got to check yourself. I don't care how you do it. Control the things you think about. You can actually control how you feel. You can control what you think, and you can definitely control what you do. You got to be the master of your mind. You got to exercise mind control.
You've got to discipline your mind if you want to see happen. Execution isn't about sitting around waiting for the right moment or for the stars to align perfectly. It's about waking up every fucking day and saying, I'm going to dominate this day better than any other day. It's about drilling into your mind day in and day out that you're in control and you're going to make shit happen.
You know that little voice in your head that tells you to take it easy or maybe tomorrow. That voice. It's the voice of mediocrity. And if you listen to it, you're resigning yourself to a life of being average. Why? Because while you're contemplating if you should do it or not, someone else is out there right now, already getting it done.
So you got to decide that you're going to outwork all these people you're up against. When they're in their beds dreaming about what could be, you've got to be up, working your ass off to make your dreams a reality.
When they're out partying, doing cool shit on the weekend, you better be grinding, making moves, ensuring that your tomorrow is better than today. Why? Because success doesn't give a shit about your excuses. It only understands hard work, persistence, and dedication.
If you think it's going to be a smooth ride to get to your goals, forget about it. Don't even try to be successful. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be fucking hard. So you have to strengthen your mind to do the hard, uncomfortable things. Your mind is like a muscle. The more you train it, the stronger it becomes. You need to challenge it, push it to its limits, and then push it even further. When you think you've hit your limit, you're only just discovering how much further you can go.
Nothing great ever happens from a position of comfort. Comfort is where dreams go to die. You got to become comfortable with being uncomfortable. If you ever want to be successful, you take full control of your brain and tell it that we don't give up, we don't give in, and we push ourselves further than we want to go, because that is where success happens.
So you face some setbacks. Who the hell hasn't? You think the world's going to stop and pat you on the back because you've had a tough day? Wake the f*** up. The universe is relentless. It doesn't care about your little sob story. Everyone's got one. The difference? While you're busy wallowing in self-pity, someone else is turning their setbacks into comebacks, their tragedies into fucking strategies.
Your mind is the battlefield. Every single day you're at war with yourself. And if you're not taking control, you're getting controlled. Everything you see, everything you hear, every shitty experience you've been through tries to steer that wheel. But who's the driver? It better be fucking you.
Are you going to let those inner voices dictate your life? Drag you down every rabbit hole of despair, doubt, and darkness? Hell, if your mind is a storm, then you better become the fucking eye of it. Find your calm, find your focus, and steer that storm where you want to go.
There's so much power in the mind, but it's a double-edged sword. It can build empires, craft masterpieces, change the fucking world, but it can also destroy you bit by bit, thought by thought, if you let it run wild. A controlled mind is your biggest ally. An untamed one is your worst fucking nightmare.
Every time you let doubt creep in, every time you entertain a negative thought, you're giving away a piece of your power. And what for? To feel sorry for yourself, to dwell on you can't change? That. It's time to rise up, reclaim your territory, and put those thoughts in their fucking place.
You got to remember to train your mind every damn day. If you let it run wild, it atrophies. But if you discipline it, if you control it, it becomes your most powerful weapon. Start with the small stuff. When a negative thought creeps in, counter it with 10 positive ones. Feeling overwhelmed? Break the tasks into manageable chunks and tackle them head on.
Control isn't just about what you think. It's about what you consume, the books you read, the shows you watch, the people you surround yourself with. They all feed into your mental landscape. If you're binging on crap, don't be surprised when your mind turns into a wasteland. Feed it with knowledge, with positivity, with purpose.
Meditation, visualization, affirmations. These aren't just buzzwords. They're tools, weapons for your arsenal. Use them. Master them. Every morning when you wake up, prime your brain and remind yourself who's in control. Visualize your day, your week, your life, the way you want it to pan out, and step toward that every day.
In the end, control boils down to choice. Every second, every minute, you're making a choice to be the master or the slave, to lead or to follow, to fight back or to surrender. So what's it gonna be? Are you ready to take the reins, to dictate your destiny, to truly control your mind? That choice, that decision is yours. It's all on you.
How many of you can honestly look yourself in the mirror and say, I am doing my best? Because if you can, you're fucking lying to yourself. Your best is a moving, evolving, changing scale. You can always do better. You could always do more. You could always improve. You could always find a way to get a better result and to sharpen your skills. You guys are always looking for that extra thing. I'm going to read this book. I'm going to buy this program. I'm going to join this mastermind group. I'm going to go to this seminar. None of those things will replace the fucking work. There is no shortcut. There is no way to make it faster. There is no way to make it easier. You've got to do the fucking work. You can't go through life looking to do the minimum and get the maximum. If you want the maximum, you got to fucking do the maximum.
There's somebody out there who wants your spot. You're not the only one trying to go to Harvard. You're not the only one trying to go to the NBA. You're not the only one trying to go to the NFL. And so you gotta embody excellence. Wherever focus goes, energy flows.
Focus on one thing. Make it your priority and stick with it no matter what. If you're trying to get there, you cannot stop believing. No matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody tells you, don't stop. You have to know it beyond knowing it. Narrow your focus to one idea, and make it work.
Clarity is power. The more clear you are about exactly what it is you want, the more your brain knows how to get there. What's compelling? Where are you? Where do you want to be? And make it so compelling you can't help it. When you wake up in the morning, you want to transform this area of life. When you do that with your body or your emotions or your finances or time or any other area, and you start focusing and you're clear, you're going to have energy. You're going to have drive. You're going to start to do something. You got to go a little further than the man who's trying to get what you're trying to get. I dare you to try to get to success without excellence. I dare you to try to shortcut success. I dare you to try to shortchange success. It's not going to happen. There are no shortcuts to success. You can't go around it. You can't go under it. You can't go over it. The only way you can get to it is through it. Every single day you wake up, you got to give it all you got. You got it 120%. Don't fool yourself into thinking that this year is going to be better than last year if you still making excuses. There are no excuses. You got to work for it. You got to put forth 120%. You can have it. You can be it. You can do it. But you got to accept the challenge.